This is an alternator off of my 2004 Honda CR-V. It was overcharging the battery. Measured at the battery with the engine running, the voltage across the two terminals was 15 3/4 to 16 1/4 volts, which is clearly overcharging. We'd like to see it somewhere around 14.3, 14.4 volts on this particular car. So I want to show you what I'm having to go through in order to place the voltage regulator, which at this point I believe is what's causing the overcharging condition. And it's right here is the unit that is the voltage regulator. Okay, don't confuse it with the rectifier assembly, which is up top here. And in order to get the voltage regulator out, there's two Phillips screws, one here and one down here. Take those two out, and then you have to desolder these two connections right here. This is where the voltage regulator, two places, is soldered to the rectifier assembly. I'm going to go ahead and remove the voltage regulator and then get back to you. Okay, this is what the voltage regulator looks like after it's been removed. Just want to get you an idea of what this looks like. Here's the brushes that run on the commutator on the rotor side. There's the end view. There's the other end view. Okay, and then here's the new part that I bought. I got this on eBay. Turns out these are available, a lot of them are available by a lot of different manufacturers, so it must be something that I think that goes out fairly commonly. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what it takes to put this in. Okay, the new regulator is in place. You can see here I've got the two screws in and they've been torqued down, and now I'm preparing to solder this post to the diode bridge array, and then this post the same. So I've got two soldering operations to do, one here and one here. Make note of these brushes that are extended right here and the hole that's in place, and I'll show you a trick on how to make sure you can install the rotor assembly correctly. There's a pin that we can put in place to hold those brushes up and retract it into the unit here so that the next piece of the alternator can fit in place. Stand by. Okay, hopefully you can see down in here that the brushes are now retracted, the two brushes retracted and are being held in place inside the regulator. And the reason they're being held in place is that there's a hole in the back of the alternator right here into which you stick a straight piece of wire, and the wire then protrudes through and into the holes in the brush for the brushes to hold them in place. And then after we install the rotor half of the alternator, then be able to pull this wire out. Sorry about that. Be able to pull this wire out, and then the brushes will engage the commutator. Okay. Okay, the new regulator is now completely installed. You can see we've got both of the screws here installed and tightened down, and both joints are soldered. This one here has 2 points that are soldered, and this one has 2 points that are soldered, for a total of 2 posts that have to integrate then with the diode bridge up here. So I'm going to go ahead and reassemble, and I'm not going to bore you with the reassembly process. There's plenty of videos out on how to do that, and I'll get it installed in the vehicle, and I will finish this video with a report on whether or not it worked, because I'm not sure it will or not, but we're going to give you a full report at the end here, so stand by.
Well, I wanted to test the full-up alternator before reinstalling it in the CR-V, and the results of the test that I performed or had performed at a local parts store are included right here. You can see that it passed all parameters. So with that confidence, I went ahead and installed the alternator, and as of this recording, which is January of 2026, everything's working great.